So today, I look like I had just crawled out of Satan's nose. That's really harsh, actually. I just hurt myself too much. In this video, I'm finally going to be giving you my 2 cents on Scum Season 1. Can you hear me? Skam Italia Season 1. I'm gonna do my review. I have some notes here. Actually, I have like 3 pages worth of notes. So, long video, guys. Grab your snack and let's get this started. As I'm also doing this, I'm going to be painting my face. I couldn't be bothered to paint my face before doing this. I don't know. I felt like hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. And also doing this video. If you missed it, the joke there is that I harm animals. But it's a joke. I don't actually harm... I have nothing against birds. The makeup that I'm going to be putting on today is makeup that I wear for the camera. So that means I'll be doing the most right now. In real life, I don't really wear that much makeup. I either go out looking like Satan's nose hair, or I just put on like some lipstick, some brows. So in order to develop some sort of structure for this video, let's start with the basis of it, or as some would say, the foundation of the show. You can probably notice how this is way too light for my skin tone, and you're right. So Skam Italia Season 1 revolves around Eva. Eva is this teenage girl who, in the beginning of the show, kind of meet her as someone that doesn't have a lot of friends, likes to keep to herself. Mainly when she does go out, she only ever like hangs out with her boyfriend. And then there's like instant tension that's created between Eva and this other girl. What's her fucking name? Laura. That's her name. Probably should have said this at the very beginning. There are going to be spoilers. If you don't like that and you plan on watching it and you don't want to be spoiled, and whatever reason you have, you just don't like me, that's... I get it, sir. And ma'am. And in-betweens. So yeah, we later find out that the reason why there has been a rift in their friendship, they used to be very close friends, best friends, Eva and Laura. The conflict began when Eva and Giovanni, this guy, this cute, beautiful, blue-eyed angel, started seeing each other behind her back. Oh no! It looks like melted ass chocolate. It's so gross. Uses it anyway. Okay, so starting with the pros, I really enjoy the opening scene.
Ci ritroveremo fra 10 anni senza saper fare nulla. Perché anziché fare qualcosa e pensare con la nostra testa, abbiamo passato i pomeriggi a bruciarci i peli, a imparare una lingua parlata 3000 anni fa da un'elite di pedofili spazzati via dalla storia.
Another thing that I really liked, and I think this has been made obvious in my previous videos, I very, very much enjoy Giovanni. He's such a great performer. He's very convincing as Giovanni, as someone that, because the way that I understand Giovanni's character, he is someone that's like incredibly misunderstood, and from the very beginning, although it was not revealed just yet, the history between Eva, Laura, and Giovanni, it is clear that Giovanni means well. He's relatively harmless.
Quando Giovanni stava con Laura, io mi ci vedevo di nascosto.
Until he cheats on you. But this guy doesn't have any malintent. You know, they fell in love, it happens, and he couldn't stop himself, and he's young. And I also really like the way that Giovanni just looks so completely in love with Eva. He looks at her like she has all of the answers in the universe, right? Like she's the most precious thing in this world. The editing for this show is slick as always, obviously. Editing of Skam always has like a quality to it that feels very airtight. Also, Eva and Marti are really good together. They have such an organic, wonderful friendship and chemistry that just translates so well on film.
Quanto cazzo è forte? 9 gradi, sì. Abbastanza forte, direi.
Non sono abituata.
Prendi questo.
Se no parto subito.
They look like good old-time friends that trust each other and really respect each other and want to see each other succeed. Clearly, if you've watched the show, that is not the case because Marti's a little sneaky sneak. The morning after, where Eva had to leave, she walked out of the cabin the moment that Giovanni was in there, and she was just fuming. I love that scene because I could feel her frustration. I felt like, yeah, I would probably do the same thing. Like, you motherfucker, we went out here to have our first honeymoon. You were supposed to go down on me, you piece of shit. I also, this is a very minuscule thing, but the bar where the girls were pre-gaming, that's a cute-ass bar. Like, take me there, please. Since we're on the topic of, like, tiny scenes that I appreciated, because there are a bunch, where Laura, like, spilled her drink and they just included that in the final cut. Hilarious. Fede, like, Predator Chris, Skam Italia, Fede. I liked his party a lot better than the Halloween party. It was so glamorous, you guys. Eva looked like a vision in that fucking dress. The trophy wall.
È la bacheca dei trofei dei tuoi amici.
A me sembra soltanto un muro.
F Federico, R Rodi, RM Rocco Martucci, N di Nathan e ovviamente E.
Oh my god. First of all, trophy wall? Yes. That makes so much more sense than like the sweaters in the original Scum. You know how what they do is they list down the names of the girls, or at least just a body count of the girls that they've slept with. Eduardo and Ele.
Hai finito?
No. C'è un'ultima cosa. Sei bellissima, cazzo.
Just the way he said it, the way he looks at her with that intensity, it's a little creepy. Just a little creepy. But also, oh my god, I would take that home with me. I would tell my parents about that. I would tell my children about that. In my last video about Scum, I remember saying that I don't really know if I'm going to be watching season 3. Yeah, I take that back. I just want to see how far into the season Eleonora gets before she lets him hit it. So let's start with the cons, you guys. I wrote here in the con, the first thing that I wrote is Eva. I did not like Eva, in the beginning at least. Eva just seemed so detached from everything. Like, she didn't give two shits about the people around her unless they were serving her some sort of purpose. Like, every time that she was weighing down her friends or her boyfriend, I would feel frustrated for them. I'd be like, oh my god, just don't take her call. Just ignore her. Why? Why do people pay attention to her? But that was me in the beginning, okay? So we'll circle back to that later in the video, because I'm trying to build some sort of structure here, so let's just move along first through my cons list. Another thing that I really couldn't get past was the fact that Giovanni and Eva's chemistry was so below the rank. You know what elements of the show had more chemistry than Giovanni and Eva? Let me tell you. Marti and Elia. The two girls making out. Fede and Fede. Fede and her spoon. And lastly, Eva and Jello. I'm not saying that they do not have chemistry. I'm not saying that they have zero chemistry. I'm just saying that why did they look so much better when they're fighting?
Fammi leggere i messaggi allora.
No, dai, però. Basta. Non ce la faccio così.
And they have like this much time that they're actually on the same page and are cuddly and adorable towards each other. And for the entirety of the show, they're just at each other's throats. Why did you get together in the first place? It's such a volatile relationship. All they ever really seemed happy doing was touching each other. A lot of it was physical. Like, do you guys have fun together? Do you guys laugh about things that aren't superficial? Do you guys talk about your family, your dreams, your passions, what you want to do after high school? It just seems like all of the foundation of what would be considered not just a healthy relationship, but a relationship worth having. A person that makes you smile, a person that you're attracted to, a person that just makes you feel lighter, that lessens the load. I've seen none of that. That's what she said. I have seen none of that in the relationship of Eva and Giovanni. And maybe, you know what? Maybe that is the point of the show. Whatever starts in chaos will end in chaos. But these people are they're so wrong for each other. Giovanni and Eva, I don't ship it. There's also that one scene with Eleonora when she and Eva were talking about her switching schools on her last year or something. And then Eleonora said,
Come mai hai cambiato scuola a metà anno poi? Non me l'hai detto?
Tu indossi sempre lo stesso paio di scarpe?
No.
I don't know if that's another one of those like translation issues, but that did not make sense to me at all. Shoes protect your feet from blisters, from dirt, from high temperatures, like extreme climates, sure. School defines a lot of your life. So One of the biggest reasons why I enjoyed season 1 of Skam Italia obviously has to do with the girl squad, right? Because the girl squad is amazing. Skam Italia season 1, in the beginning of their friendship, there was so much that happened there that just made me go at the girl squad.
Secondo te faccio bene andare su in camera con Edoardo? Sei matta?
The moment that she tries to consult Fede about her concerns, her friend not only tells her that she's being dumb, but she goes ahead and pushes her up the stairs into the room and closes the door instead of asking her friend, well, are you sure you want to do this? But later in the season, they do come through for each other. I did not get into Skam Italia season 1 until episode 6. Episode 6 is when things started to pick up for me. Now, episode 8, you guys, episode 8 was a real one. Eva? Episode 8 was when I started to feel so bad for her. She got me, man. Eva got me by pity. Let me just list out the things that happened to Eva in episode 8. That scene where Giovanni was looking back at Eva and that Lady Gaga song played over it. That scene where Eva, like, hurt herself. She had, I don't know, her nail just sort of gave up on her because everyone else was giving up on her. So why not her fingers too, right? As soon as she went home, she could not catch a break, right? She comes home, her mom's at her. Her mom's riding her back, just like, Eva, you fucking talk to me, you stupid hoe. Then she had to put up with this shit.
Faccio un tuffo sotto il sole. Fa già un caldo che si muore.
With Elle, like, the hell is that? She had to pretend that that was cheering her up. I was cringing on the inside. Sorry, girl. Like, you're really pretty, but don't do that. And then she has a talk with Giovanni to clear the air, and then she accidentally gaslights him.
Gio, io ti ho tradito solamente perché ero ferita, ok? Se tu mi avessi detto la verità non sarebbe mai successo.
Ok. Quindi mi stai dicendo che è colpa mia?
No, non sto dicendo questo.
All of this is happening to her, and she's on her period. In episode 9, Eva finally reveals to her friends what it is that really happened with Laura and Giovanni. And needless to say, there are some people in that group that did not agree with what Eva did, and she wasn't shy in expressing her opinion. I'm not going to call out any people, not going to name names. Sylvia. Also in episode 9 would be one of my favorite scenes of the entire season, and that's a scene where Eva apologizes to Laura about what had happened.
Sei stata la migliore amica che io abbia mai avuto. E ancora adesso il pensiero di aver distrutto tutto mi fa stare malissimo. Faccio ancora fatica a dormire di notte.
The reason that I like this scene so much, apart from the actual context of it, it was also just the way that the performances and the entire scene unfolded. Eva, she nearly made me cry with the way she was so desperate, practically begging for Laura's forgiveness. Not for her friendship anymore, because she knows that Laura is beyond that. They're never going to be the same again. But at least for them to be civil, to live in a world where they can put that stuff behind them and just drain out all the bad blood. In episode 10, we also see the girls coming through for Sylvia. Finally, not only are they reconciling, but there's going to be a lot to touch upon, regarding Sylvia's issues, which I hope is done in the future episodes. Maybe they'll touch upon it in Eleonora's season, because that's what they did for Nora. I think that is a pretty sensitive and important subject matter. I like the way that it was handled in Skam Italia. We'll see how that goes for Italia. Here in my notes, it says, the finale was so heartbreaking. We finally see Eva hold accountability for her actions, but she butt-fucked Gio in the process. I still agree, former Noah. I agree with that sentiment 100%. So my thoughts on Skam Italia season 1 as a whole is, I didn't dislike it. It was okay. It's probably not going to be one of my favorite remakes because I have seen better ones. It's okay. It's sitting comfortably in the middle. I don't feel too strongly about it, but I don't feel bad about it. I was still entertained. Also, here's my look, I guess. I kind of hate it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of not into it, but that's fine, I guess. Here are all my social media handles if you want to follow me on there. And if you have watched up until this point, thank you so much for watching. My name is Noah. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe. It's free, it's whatever. If you enjoyed this video, don't dislike, don't hit that button, because it doesn't work. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are. And finally, I know I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. I am doing this video right now because I hit 1,000 a few weeks ago. Has it been more than weeks? I'm not even sure at this point. I had promised to make this video once I hit 1,000 subscribers. There would be this video and then the remakes comparison video that I'm also going to be preparing and then uploading soon. Until then, I also have like a bunch of other videos I want to put out there. And I hope you guys, the ones that subscribed, those who aren't, I'm not talking to you. But for those of you that are subscribed, I hope you look forward to these videos and enjoy them as much. And yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. Okay.